everybody, it is Thursday at 12:30 p.m. I'm gonna be leaving in about half an hour or so to go on the road to go see The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire with Dan and Phil. So, I'm just starting packing. I kind of overslept because I had a rough night, but I have some stuff already laid out. I have my wallet, and I have the makeup. I don't want to wear, I can't tell if you can see, but all the way back there I have like 10 different lip colors because I can't decide what I want to wear. But the rest, I just want to like look nice, and also having a barrier between my face and the Sharpie of the cat whiskers will really help. I need to grab a Sharpie. I'll remember to do that. So I got that, and I got my tiny little suitcase, and my shoes fixed. It worked. Mostly, I have to make sure that it doesn't, come undone. But anyway, I'm going to be packing. In the spirit of Amazing Phil, I think this is going to be my sock combination for today. I have Batman and hearts. Let's put them on. Alright. And then tomorrow I'll just wear some regular Batman socks. I'm just going to wear these shorts again. I'm actually going to double check what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. They say there's a chance for tornadoes today in the Plain States. It's going to be 81. Tomorrow it's going to be 79, just a little bit colder. But then in Minneapolis, it's going to be... And tomorrow's going to be the same, except there's going to be thunderstorms up here. Alright. So I'm just going to wear these pants. I got my makeup. I'm going to need something to sleep in. Boxer shorts. I do have a list right here in front of me on my school planner. Alright, so let's start checking them off. I'm going to check them off with my adorable Gudetama pen. Look, it's his little butt. Alright, so what do we got so far? We have my PJs, makeup remover. That's kind of it right now. I'm almost finished with my change of clothes for tomorrow. I need to grab another shirt. What should I put on tomorrow? We'll wear my tofu sagi shirt. Now, I had to explain this to my parents, but tofu is tofu, and usagi is the Japanese word for bunnies, so they're tofu bunnies. And they couldn't understand what the hell that meant. What's a tofu sagi? And I'm like, it's literally just a play on words. Still need toothbrush, toothpaste, hairbrush, face wash, and a washcloth, my Sharpie, chargers, my wallet, and camera. So I'm going to have stuff that I'm going to bring with me into the tour that I'm going to be putting in my little bag. My Galaxy bag. So I've got wallet. I think my phone's done charging, so my charger. This is done syncing, correct? Just bought 2 new songs. I bought Consent by Jack and Dean and Portalagon. While I'm finishing everything up, I'll continue to charge that. I'm going to go grab the rest of my toiletries, I guess. Then we'll head off. Alright, so I got everything there. Then I have things in here. I got my wallet, I got my phone, I got my iPod, I got a quarter, I got some mints, and I got a red nose because it is Red Nose Day. I might just wear this on the road a little bit. Oh my god, it's so hard to talk in this. Okay, I made myself laugh. That's something. Let's open the lid for a little plant and double check if I got everything. I think I got everything. And I have my Sharpie to make my cat whiskers too. Hey everybody, so I just got onto the road like 10 minutes ago, heading down south. Sorry, I'm singing along to the Consent song by Jack and Dean. If you haven't seen that, it is really good and should definitely be played anywhere where you need the mandatory consent and sexual harassment policy talk. I know that a lot of colleges around, they have the tea, how consent is like tea. If someone says that they don't want tea, don't make tea for them. They don't want it, and etc. It's very funny. With like a Stephen Fry type voice behind it. I don't know. But I know at least 4 colleges in the area, 4 colleges that my friends went to, including mine, we had to watch the tea talk. I'm in the middle of the construction area on the highway, so there are 2 lanes instead of 3 to 4 every way, and they're building a lot of sound barrier walls, and there's a lot of cranes and dirt, and yeah. But we're on the road, woo! And I'm filming from down here because I'm not on the open road yet. So I want to keep my eyes on the road and my hands on the lowdown. Alright, talk to you guys a little bit. The bad thing is that in Minneapolis, rush hour starts around 2 to 3 instead of 4:30 to 5, so we have some traffic because I'm starting to head east. Get some traffic. Yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I forgot. Oh well. Black Dog Road. I find it really pretty once we get to the tree area. I love trees, I love nature. Maybe I'll take you guys outside into nature with me. Ooh, river. That's cool. The rivers around here are really pretty and the bridges are great too. Maybe I'll take you guys down to the Mill City, like the ruins sometimes. Minnesota was originally based in grain, and there's the Mill City mill, and there was an explosion, and they have the ruins there, and you can see where the explosion happened. They will point it out to you where the actual explosion happened, because like I think it was just because like dust, any really fine particle is flammable, it will explode. So yeah. But no, at the Mill City Museum that they have, which is right next to the explosion site, they have this thing where you can go on a tour, and they don't tell you this, which was amazing. I was like 6 or 7 when we went. My parents didn't know, and my sister didn't know, and I didn't know. They're taking you in an elevator, an old grain elevator, to the other site. Like they have different levels showing the different parts of where it will be, and you're in the elevator, you hear a terribly loud explosion, and sorry, I'm checking my map, and the lights flicker and the elevator shakes, and that was and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And it's a remake of what happened. They're just like, and then they show you, they have a voiceover of blah blah blah, and this happened, and the explosion, wow, that was scary as fuck. And they don't tell you. They do not tell you in the description of the tour. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah. God damn it. I really wish that I had the camera on. I just passed by a house where some guy had made, like, cars into sculptures. And there was a car that was decorated like Finding Nemo. There was, like, a giant guitar. And there was a rocket ship and stuff like, damn, I wish I could show you guys. Sorry. I believe we have reached Northfield. This is where St. Olaf is, and I would have come here for college, except hella far away, and freshmen aren't allowed to have cars on campus for some weird reason. But yeah, the town of Northfield, right outside of St. Olaf, has a Culver's, a Target, and a Verizon store, and not much else it seems, so.
I don't believe in God, I believe in you, and that's the truth.
Pretty outside.
And get along inside your space. Hello there, what are you doing? You don't even
really pretty fields. So you know how those kids are like, oh well, I always imagined when I was a car trip having little men walk behind me and like jump on all of the like obstacles. I used to have that, but they would jump on the little spikes of these thingies. You can't see that, but like the little barbed wire and stick thingy that keeps you from going into the ditch. But then I also had them swinging on telephone poles, like these ones that are up here, like swinging, except in the city they're closer together a bit, so I'd have them swinging. That's what I do. Traveling through a tunnel of trees. Stop for a second. I need to get some coffee and some snack. So I'm at a quick trip. Oh, I can trade this now. So I made this really quickly. I couldn't film it, but I made a cat whisker t-shirt that I'm gonna wear. Okay, I'm gonna go get coffee. Welcome to Emma's gas station haul. I got Mocha Starbucks double energy shot because I need caffeine. Got cheddar Chex Mix, one of the best. And a Carmelo because I need some chocolate. I think we have a little over 2 hours left. I've literally been listening to that Jack and Dean song for like an hour because I love it. Oh, I forgot. Carmelos come in little tiny squares. For portion control or some bullshit. Based on what you just whole thing at once. Okay, getting back on the road. I was about to say that I'm glad that YouTube doesn't have like a smell-o-vision sort of thing because it smelled really bad and it was like there aren't any like farms around, any animal farms. And then the truck that was ahead of me pulled off on an exit and I realized it was a truck full of piggies. So I hate to say this, but R.I.P. piggies. So that's what that was. But yeah, it's open fields, plains, and lovely pastures. But yeah, we're just about to Rochester, I think. That's what it was like saying, go this way if you want to go to Rochester. But anyway, we don't want to go to Rochester. Alright. So, you know mirages, how they're like normally depicted as heat stroke induced hallucinations normally of water? Well, when you're like at the bottom of a hill on a really hot day and you look and it looks like there's a reflection of water at the top, is that still considered a mirage? This is basically what driving to Iowa looks like for me and my sister as kids. So I would nap. I can't nap in the car very much, or I would read, which got me very car sick, so I could stop that very quickly. Or I had a portable DVD player, it like semi-broke, and I can't find the charger for it anymore. But I would watch Looney Tunes and Get Smart, which is a really old 1960s comedy espionage show, which is really good. That was the basis of the movie that came out in the late 2000s, I think it was. But yeah, I really like that. Don Adams, Barbara Feldon, and Edward Platt. My dad showed us all sorts of really old stuff. So Get Smart, the Marx Brothers movies, the old Looney Tunes, the good Looney Tunes, before the mid-late 1950s when they just started reusing all of the old tropes and doing terrible voiceovers and doing terrible animation. You know, when Mel Blanc was alive, the king of voice acting. The queen of voice acting is currently Tara Strong, but Mel Blanc, Jesus Christ, did so many different characters and they were all amazing. But yeah, Tara Strong's the queen, Mel Blanc was the king, may he rest in peace. But yeah, so all of that stuff, Charlie Chaplin movies, and then later I would watch like the Night at the Museum movies once I got those. But yeah, oh, and old Star Trek. We watched old Star Trek, like with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. May he also rest in peace. I always forget that Leonard Nimoy is dead. I mean, I can remember that Robin Williams is dead, but Alan Rickman and Leonard Nimoy they haven't gotten into my brain yet, which, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I would do, and then I just eventually got an iPod and would listen to music and would watch some stuff on my iPod, but it was really, really hard to get actual episodes of stuff and podcasts onto it because I have like a first or second generation a pod touch, so you know, whatever. But now I just listen to music and I'm driving. Welcome to Iowa. Oh my god, it looks so much different than where we just were. Hi, Mom. I just wanted to let you know that I just got over into Iowa.
Oh, did you? Okie dokie.
Yep, I'm in Iowa. It looks so much different in Minnesota, I could hardly tell. Alrighty. So yeah, I should be at Diane's at about 5:30. Just before.
Okay, well, I emailed her to tell her no what time you left.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Alright, bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So that was my mommy. And yeah. Alright. We got less than 2 hours until we get to the friend's house. And then I think it's like another 20 minutes maybe to the Civic Center, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we should be there on time for the opening at 6, where they're going to have people come around and I'm going to submit some stuff. I'm going to submit at least a 7-second challenge. I'm trying to think if there's anything weird I mean, there are weird things that I thought as a kid, but I'm not sure if there's anything weird that I did. I'm trying to think. But anyway, so yeah. Iowa. Oh my god. It's so Iowa. Now that I'm thinking, I'm going to be spending a couple days without my beloved Kurpika. I have a problem. Oh my god, look, a sign. Whoa, what did it say? I don't know. Oh my god. Alright, bye-bye. There was a rock on the side of the highway right outside a field that just had a lot of graffiti on it. It's like a boulder. Alrighty then. Normally those things are reserved for schools. Oh. Here we see a wild gathering of windmills in their natural habitat. So majestic. So beautiful. There are some of those like little grate things, like the things on the side of the road that let you know when you're like going off the road. And what's really cool, okay, now can you see them? Those like big ass things. Those things are fucking huge, FYI. But anyway, so those things on the side of the road, apparently in Japan there's some that make us songs, so I guess that's a good reason to go off the side of the road as a musician. Love to hear that. That's so fun. Japan seems like a fantasy, like a drug dream sometimes. Yeah, there are at least 100 of those windmills over there. Alright, anyway, now we're slowing down for some reason. It's been incredibly boring. It's like, it's the same shit over and over. But yeah, that's all I've got for the last like hour or two, so. Only great thing is this jam and music. Less than an hour. It is 4:15 p.m. Should be there 5:30 at latest, and then half an hour. I need to figure out when I'm going to eat dinner because I'm pretty sure Dan and Phil ain't going to be providing a 12-course meal or even appetizers. Anyway, so just double checked, and it is 18 minutes from the friend's house to the Civic Center. So I should be able to have enough time to eat the foods. I need to find a foods place. I'll have to do drive-thru though. All I've got left is coffee and the half of the bag of Chex Mix. My car smells like cheese. Side note, I passed by a sign for a town called Woolstock. That would have been a very different gathering in 1969. So there's about 3 hours to the show, and I've come up with some ideas of why I'm a weird kid, but I'm not sure which I want to do or if there are anything that are weirder. So the first one that I thought of is I used to take yogurt lids and wrap them around my upper teeth and pretend that they were braces and would think that if I molded them correctly they would straighten out my teeth. And the other one that I thought of is, this is more my sister, but I accompanied her. We would try to go geese hunting with blankets. We would grab one of our blankets and try to throw it over the geese to catch it. Obviously that never worked, but anyway, and if there were no geese, we'd go for ducks. Normally it was ducks. Geese bite. Geese are terrifying creatures. Anyway, I'm not sure which one I want to do. I still got a couple hours before I'm there, so I have to figure it out. But I do know what, I do have an idea of what I want the 7-second challenge to be. I'm either going to do pretend you're wading through lava or pretend you're wading through a pool of chocolate or chocolate lava. Not sure which yet. But, you know, basic same concept. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see Phil's going to be like play pretend and Dan's going to go all serious and die if they do that. I know that's what's going to happen. I thought of another good one. I used to take, a lot of hair would end up in my brush when I was younger, and so I would take the hair and like roll it and knot it, make it into like, look like a crane fly, like what you put on a fishing lure to like attract the fish that eat flies, like, yeah. But anyway, and I put them in an envelope. I had like 20 of them. Put them in an envelope labeled Emma's Hair Crane Flies. That one's actually pretty good. I no longer do that. Found a McDonald's. I'm gonna stop for food. Hopefully this is quick enough where I can still get there on time. Alright, so we stopped in a town called Story and I got some McDonald's. Now back on the road. I just realized how much product placement is in this video. Less than 20 minutes till our initial destination. It's been a long road trip. All I can think looking at this is cat dog. That's all I can think. It has started to rain. It is raining. Oh no. That's okay though. There's a storm coming, boys. No, it's about to storm soon. But I just stopped at the place where I'm going to be staying tonight. Family friend. Her name is Diane. She's lovely. She's my uncle's ex-fiance. They were going to be married before he died. But I got changed and we're heading there. We're on our way and I have my Sharpie to draw my cat whiskers on too. Ah. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening me. Kidding, it's just lightning. I'm not hearing any thunder. But like, the entire sky right above me just lit up. So, yeah. Jesus Christ. Sky, what you doing? So my phone died. And I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to find the Civic Center. But then, thanks to the signs of a metropolitan community, artsy area, and a giant sign that glowed and said, "The amazing tour is not on fire," I was able to find it and some more colorful lights. I was able to find parking, but I have no idea how I'm going to get home. I'm going to have to ask someone to borrow like their phone and be like, "Hey, can I just borrow your maps for a second?" Okay, let's go enjoy this shit. Woo! There's so many people here. It is around 9:30 now. It is dark. The tour is over. My phone's still dead. I have to figure out how to get home. Some nice people lent me their phone to look up the directions. So I wrote them in Sharpie on a McDonald's receipt. And I have to figure out how to use that to get home. But right now we've got a whole shit show of everyone's just trying to get out, so I think I'm gonna just sit here for a while. The show was unreal. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but as soon as they fucking came out, I realized, oh my god, they're real. They're 40 feet in front of me. I was in row B. There are two rows in front of row A and then row B, and I was in the center. It was like, oh my god, they're real. I can see Dan's jeans. I can see his cell phone. I can see the way their hair is. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, these people are real and I'm really damn close to them. I wish I could have met them. But that's kind of the dream. I hope to one day meet them and collab with them and become their best friends. But it was just amazing. There was screaming galore. I laughed, I cried, I screamed a lot. It was mostly screaming, but there were some tears. But now I'm kind of lost in the heart of Des Moines, having to get to the more outskirts of Des Moines, and then I get home tomorrow. I should really buy a car charge adapter. I had one. It doesn't work anymore. That or the cigarette lighter area doesn't work very well. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's just after that entire thing, I just feel really drained. I don't know. I really liked it. I'm gonna have to sit here for a while. There were thousands of people there. So I'm gonna go home. Okay, I wish I was going to my home, but I'm going to my friend, going to the family friend's home, washing my face, and plugging in my electronics and going to bed. This was the most fun I've ever had. Good night, guys. Although I'm really glad that I'm back because I have my water bottle now. Oh my god. I'm so dehydrated and I'm hungry. But since I don't have my phone, I have to use the directions, so guess what I have to eat? The rest of these. So I'm going to eat these while I'm waiting. I wish I had my phone. I'm gonna be here for like 20 minutes. I did it, I'm back. I read directions from a bad handwriting on a receipt. It's really dark, it's raining. Thank you very much to the kind souls who let me borrow their phone, Google Maps. It's time for bed. Good night. Good morning, everyone. This is Emma and welcome to It's Friday. Oh, I'm just picking up everything. I slept in longer than I wanted to, but I'm like, yeah, I have to drive. So I'm just packing up my cables and my suitcase and stuff. I am incredibly thankful to you, Diane, that you let me spend through the night, and I just realized something. On the undersheet, it's music. I'd love to see if there's a, oh, it's just a dust ruffle. It doesn't go on. I'm going to get ahead on the road. I'm going to see if I can stop at a gas station. There's like a Casey's or something. And see if I can get like a donut or something for breakfast. It is rainy as all fuck out here. Whenever I'm behind a truck, it's like, yeah, I can't see. I stopped at Casey's and I got a muffin, a donut, a honey bun, some coffee. I got a cold Starbucks vanilla frappuccino and a water bottle. They had Dutch letters and my dad really loves Dutch letters. He had like a friend whose mom made some for him when he was for his birthday, but I didn't get any because I had already checked out. I was like, I need to get going. But yeah, we just passed the Barilla plant, which I didn't know was stationed in Iowa. Here are some things that I learned at Dan and Phil tour. You will make friends. I met two wonderful people and we met in the line for the merch. I bought the American tour poster and the, I actually went outside to see Dan and Phil tour t-shirt. That was great. I was going to get the American t-shirt, but then I was like, nah, I like the look of the other one better. So anyway, I got that. And we met and we talked so much. What was surprising, we didn't see any of the people with the clipboards, but we all had really good stories for why I was a weird kid. But that didn't end up. I was going to talk about the hair crane fly one, but no, that didn't happen. Another thing that I learned, bring some water because your throat's going to hurt from screaming so much. I was screaming like hell, and there was this older lady next to me, and she was crying or something, her eyes were watering or something, but she was one of the few people not screaming because she wasn't like the 14 through 18-year-old population that was there. And I wanted to turn around and say, I apologize, but I'm going to scream really loud, but I didn't. And also, if you're going to do the cat whiskers with Sharpie, put a lot of makeup on underneath it, and it'll just rub off mostly. Yeah. We are a little over 200 miles away from home, and yeah, there's just a lot of corn and a lot of rain. It is raining a lot harder now. Alright, so I just stopped off and I am a couple miles from the border and I got some Cool Ranch Doritos. Should probably wait until I'm actually hungry to get some real food. Maybe I'll eat around Rochester. Alright, back on the road. It's still raining like hell. Just passed into the motherland. We are now back in Minnesota officially. This is the home stretch of an hour and a half. Wish I could have shown you this sign. We have one of the best signs. It's a big rock in the shape of our state.
I am sitting in the club. I feel it's not hot enough until you walk in. It's like, oh my god. Then again, I don't believe in God. I believe in you, and that's the truth. I want to get close to you and get all up inside your space. Whoa there, what are you doing? You don't even know this woman. She's a fine your face. You don't need green. She's a human being. She's got a brain and remembers everything you say, which reminds me, hi, sorry to talk about you. Anyway, chap, we got things to do. Women? No, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's let this out to the right extent. This guy wants you, but only with your consent. Only with your consent. Only with your consent. Only with your consent.
We are in the home stretch, just a little over 30 minutes left, and it's starting to look like we're getting closer to civilization. Less than 30 miles to Minneapolis, a little bit more to my home. Okay, never mind, we're not close to civilization, we just got back from farm territory. Never mind. Alright, we are within the last like 15 minutes of our drive. We're about to head onto 494, which is the highway that will either get you back towards my house or that will lead you to the Mall of America if we're going in the exact opposite direction. Also the airport, but you know, the Mall of America is much more important. Only thing we're known for. There's a lot more business than the Mall of America, guys. And Valley Fair, there's more than that. There's a lot more than that. And yes, a lot of people don't believe us, but yes, there is an entire amusement park inside the middle of the mall. Then there are 4 floors besides that. It's really big. And we're stopping for some reason. So I was about to go into a grocery store to get some lunch before I head home. I'm really close to home, but anyway. But there's a cop car and an ambulance, so I'm gonna wait till they leave. I'm just gonna get some sushi and some peaches. There are some ripe peaches right now, surprisingly. Early season. Alright, they're leaving. I'm gonna head in right now. And we are back to home sweet home. Yay! It's me. It's my little fishy. My houseplant. My other houseplant. Some peaches. And my bed and my computer that I love so very much. I'm sorry, I loved you. But yeah, so now I'm going to compile all of this, edit it, and upload. While watching some Hunter x Hunter at the same time. So this was it. Me seeing the amazing tour on fire. I guess that's it for this weekend. I will see you guys next time.